Please be aware that this video contains flashing images that may trigger seizures in individuals with photosensitive epilepsy. Please take this precaution seriously to protect your health. Additionally, the video includes loud voices that could be distressing for individuals with ADHD, ASD, or noise sensitivity. Adjust the volume accordingly. If you have concerns about how this video may affect you, please consult a healthcare professional before watching. Viewer discretion is advised, and this EAS scenario is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Crush cups. Check it out. I crush the alien. Well, I crush the director. I crush the tiki. I crush a Danimal's Crush Cup. Huh? Yeah, new Danimal's Crush Cups. You crush it and slurp it. Mmm, cool. No spoon? Nope. Just crush and slurp for a blast of fruity flavor. Mmm, awesome. I crush you crushing a Danimal's Crush Cup. New Danimal's Crush Cups. Danimals, get your blast on.
Whether you're across the street or across the ocean, Vonage makes it more affordable to stay close. Introducing Vonage World. Unlimited calls in the U.S. and around the world for only $24.99. Call 877-4VONAGE now. Vonage World. No startup costs, no access codes, just free unlimited calling around the world. Don't wait. Call 877-4VONAGE or go to Vonage.com and start saving. Vonage. Sounds good.
Hey, Apple and Cinnamon.
Oh.
How would you make milk more fun?
With Applejack cereal straws, man.
Just dip them in and sip, sip, sip. And pull them out and munch, munch, munch. All together now, dip, sip, munch. New Applejack cereal straws. When Applejack cereal gets a cinnamony coating inside,
everyone's a winner, man.
So run the dip, sip, munch.
I munched first.
Benda what? Benda who? Benda-roos! The amazing flexible building sticks! Shape them, wrap them, stick them, but you can't break them! Magical wax over super strong string make Benda-roos do most anything! Draw with Benda-roos! No need for crayons or pens, just bend any colors and watch the fun begin! They stick and stay, and then lift away for non-stop play! Build with Benda-roos! Make flexible snakes, a gorilla that shakes, or an entire colony of Benda-roo bugs!
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, part of this good breakfast. Crave those crazy squares.
Hello, Earth. I'm Alec Baldwin, TV star.
This is an official communication issued by local authorities. At this time, reports have been confirmed that several unidentified individuals are actively engaging in violent, aggressive, and hostile actions against civilians in multiple locations across the city of Boston. These individuals are considered extremely dangerous, and the situation poses a significant threat to public safety. All residents are strongly urged to remain indoors immediately, avoid all unnecessary movement, and maintain heightened vigilance. Under no circumstances should any resident attempt to approach, confront, or engage with these individuals. Emergency response teams, including law enforcement, fire services, and medical personnel, have been fully mobilized and are actively responding to the ongoing threats. Residents are instructed not to leave their homes or shelters unless explicitly directed to do so by authorized officials or emergency personnel. Compliance with these directives is essential to safeguard lives, reduce potential injuries, and assist authorities in containing the threat. Updates and additional instructions will be provided as soon as more information becomes available. Residents are advised to monitor official channels, local media outlets, and authorized communication platforms for continuous updates regarding the situation.
Civil danger warning, CDW, is hereby issued following the previously transmitted civil emergency message, CEM. Reports indicate that the violent and hostile actions carried out by the previously unidentified individuals have now escalated and extended to multiple urban centers across the Commonwealth in Massachusetts, including but not limited to Worcester, Springfield, Lowell, and Cambridge. All residents are strongly instructed to remain inside their homes or secure locations, exercise heightened awareness, and immediately report any suspicious or unusual activity to local law enforcement authorities. Emergency response teams, including police, fire, and medical personnel, are actively deployed across affected areas to contain the threat and assist those in need. Residents are advised to avoid all unnecessary travel, comply with official instructions, and take all precautionary measures to ensure personal safety until further updates are issued by state or local authorities. We interrupt regular programming to bring you this urgent announcement from NASA headquarters. NASA scientists have confirmed that the Black Arms, Black Doom threat will fully manifest on July 5, 2008. This event has been officially designated BA 2008 in NASA's records. On this date, a massive cosmic object, identified as the Black Comet, will enter Earth's atmosphere. During this time, the sky over much of the planet is expected to shift to a dark crimson color as atmospheric conditions are altered by the comet's energy field. NASA warns that the arrival of this object will coincide with a large-scale descent of the Black Arms, who are expected to deploy in major U.S. cities, including Washington, D.C., New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, Houston, and Boston, as well as other strategic locations worldwide. Intelligence gathered from astronomical scans and classified defense research indicates that Black Doom will personally oversee the initial stage of the assault. The objective of this invasion is believed to be total planetary subjugation. NASA, in collaboration with the Department of Defense, the United Nations Space Command, and allied agencies worldwide, is actively preparing countermeasures. Beginning 10 days prior to BA 2008, NASA will issue daily public briefings and real-time updates. These updates will include expected impact zones, risk assessments, and instructions for public safety. Evacuation planning, defense mobilization, and planetary protection protocols are now being activated under direct government order. possible measures will be attempted to deflect or destroy the comet before it reaches Earth, NASA stresses that the threat remains classified as extinction level. All citizens are urged to prepare emergency supplies, shelter plans, and follow government instructions as the situation develops.
We have received official reports from the United States government and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, confirming the existence of a hostile extraterrestrial threat. The entity, identified as Black Doom, and his alien faction known as the Black Arms, pose a direct and catastrophic danger not only to the United States but to all nations worldwide, including Australia. NASA's findings confirm that this threat will fully manifest on July 5, 2008. The event, officially designated VA 2008, will coincide with the arrival of a massive cosmic object known as the Black Comet. During this event, a dark crimson sky will be visible across the globe as the comet penetrates Earth's atmosphere. The arrival of the comet is expected to trigger a global-scale descent of the Black Arms, who will initiate coordinated assaults against major cities worldwide. Based on intelligence shared by US authorities, the Australian government is activating DEFCON-style national defence protocols and has begun coordination with allied military and scientific organisations to prepare for the threat. Contingency plans are now underway for the defence of key Australian cities, including Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, Adelaide, Canberra, and Darwin. Effective immediately, the Australian government is advising all citizens to prepare emergency kits, review evacuation routes, and be ready to follow government orders if an attack occurs. National security forces, law enforcement, and the Australian Defence Force, ADF, are now on high alert and preparing for rapid deployment across the country. Beginning 10 days prior to July 5, 2008, daily briefings will be broadcast on ABC, SBS, and all major news outlets with updated information and safety instructions. Public alert systems, including the Standard Emergency Warning Signal, SEWS, will be used if immediate action becomes necessary. While international efforts are being made to prevent the Black Comet from reaching Earth, the threat level remains critical. Citizens are strongly urged to remain calm, avoid panic, and follow all official instructions as they are issued. This is a developing situation. Stay tuned for continuous updates from the Australian government, NASA, and international partners as we work together to face this unprecedented global
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. We interrupt this broadcast with an emergency action notification. The individuals responsible for the recent attacks across Massachusetts and other regions have now been officially identified as Black Doom and the extraterrestrial faction known as the Black Arms. These entities are armed, highly organized, and capable of large-scale coordinated assaults. Reports confirm that coordinated attacks have been observed in New York City, Philadelphia, Chicago, Los Angeles, Houston, and Miami. Intelligence assessments indicate that these attacks are ongoing, rapidly expanding, and may soon affect all major population centers across North America. Evidence further suggests that the Black Arms, under the direct command of Black Doom, may extend their operations worldwide, representing an imminent global threat. Despite the tireless efforts of military, scientific, and emergency personnel, attempts to halt or neutralize the Black Arms and Black Doom have been unsuccessful. The entities are now approaching major population centers, and their full capabilities remain unknown. A cosmic phenomenon, the Black Comet, has been confirmed as accompanying their descent, creating catastrophic atmospheric disturbances that are already affecting weather patterns and satellite operations. All residents of the United States are instructed to immediately seek secure shelter. Lock all doors and windows
This is an official provincial level alert. Multiple cities and municipal regions within the province of Alberta, including Calgary, Edmonton, Red Deer, and Lethbridge, as well as other parts of Canada, are currently under coordinated attack by hostile entities identified as Black Doom and his faction known as the Black Arms. All residents within the province of Alberta, and throughout the impacted regions of Canada, are hereby instructed to immediately seek shelter indoors and remain there until further notice. Maintain a state of heightened alertness and report any suspicious activity or hostile movement to law enforcement or emergency services. Follow all instructions and safety directives issued by provincial and federal authorities through official channels. This is a life-threatening emergency. Failure to comply with these instructions may result in serious injury or loss of life. Remain calm, cooperate with authorities, and await further official updates via the Emergency Public Warning System.
Good morning. We begin with an activation of the emergency alert system. We have received confirmed reports of widespread coordinated attacks carried out by Black Doom and the Black Arms across multiple cities in the United Kingdom, including London, Manchester, Birmingham, Glasgow, and Edinburgh. This situation constitutes an active and ongoing national emergency. All residents of the United Kingdom are hereby instructed to seek immediate shelter in a secure indoor location, remain calm, and avoid all unnecessary travel. Local authorities, law enforcement agencies, and emergency response personnel are actively engaged in response operations. Citizens are urged to follow official instructions, remain attentive to emergency broadcasts, and report any sightings of suspicious activity to the appropriate authorities. This is a life-threatening emergency, and your compliance is critical to ensuring public safety. Further updates and instructions will be provided as the situation develops. Transmitted at the request of the United States government and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is not a test. Repeating, this is not a test and requires your immediate attention, as it contains critical, time-sensitive information regarding a life-threatening national security emergency. Within the next 2 hours, intelligence and satellite monitoring have confirmed that the extraterrestrial warlord known as Black Doom will deploy the Eclipse Cannon, a weapon of mass destruction capable of annihilating the entire Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. This attack will directly target the U.S. Capitol, the White House, the Pentagon, and all federal command and control facilities. The resulting detonation is expected to completely destroy the nation's capital, trigger massive secondary explosions and fires. Millions of lives will be lost. All
residents in Washington, Arlington, Alexandria, and surrounding areas must immediately gather essential supplies, including a minimum of 72 hours worth of food and drinking water per person, vital prescription medications, medical supplies and first aid kits, battery-powered or hand-cranked radios, flashlights, spare batteries, protective clothing, and personal identification documents. Proceed at once to pre-designated shelters, fallout bunkers, or official evacuation zones. Follow instructions from local, state, and federal emergency authorities without delay. Use recommended evacuation routes when possible, and avoid congested highways, bridges, or tunnels that may be at risk of collapse. Failure to comply with these instructions will result in almost certain death. This is an unprecedented and life-threatening event, and the survival of you and your loved ones depends on your immediate and serious response. Residents are urged to remain tuned to official television and radio broadcasts, NOAA weather radio, and the Integrated Public Alert and Warning System, IPAWS, for continuous updates, instructions, and further evacuation orders as the situation develops.
Failure is not an option. We must continue to fight.
How are we going to fight? Let's face it, we cannot defeat those aliens with our current technology.
Who are you?
I am Shadow. I know how to stop Black Doom.
You seem like the ultimate life form after all. How do you plan on stopping Black Doom?
When the Black Comet hits, we disrupt its energy source. I'll destroy Black Doom's eye and the Black Comet. Time's short, let's make it count.
I think this is going to be a good idea. Alright everyone, we have one last attempt. We don't have time, so we need to act quickly. Shadow will be on our side as well. He may as well be our last hope. Everyone, get ready. Let's end this.
This is the national activation of the emergency alert system. This is not a test. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the National Civil Defense. Police and armed forces have surrendered to Black Doom as armed defense has failed. Civil defense has also proven to be ineffective. All residents are unknown as the law enforcement cannot protect you. You must go into an isolated room or an underground shelter that is the hardest to find. Do not approach or attack the black armed creatures, as it will not be effective. Despite continuous resistance across the world, Black Doom continues to show deadly assault and shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. It is important to remain hidden and not try to be a hero. Stay tuned to news outlets for further information.
Sir, Black Doom is right there. We are risking everything by engaging him.
We don't have a choice. If Black Doom succeeds, the Black Arms will be the least of our worries. All units, hold your positions and fight to contain him.
Here we go, gentlemen. Our final stand. We will fight till the very end.
All units, engage! Shadow, move in now!
Commander, we've lost most of our squad. Just Shadow now.
This is the end of you.
Bakada. 我は万物を司る神。究極の力を手に入れた不死の生命体のはず。
Only one thing left to do. To put the past behind me. Chaos Control!
And the hedgehog, those are the real heroes.
This is an emergency broadcast system message regarding a supernatural threat. The United States government hereby confirms that the threats posed by the extraterrestrial entity known as Black Doom, his alien faction, the Black Arms, and the Black Comet have been successfully neutralized. All residents are now authorized to safely exit their designated shelters. Emergency services will continue to provide assistance with recovery, restoration, and the resumption of essential public services. Citizens are urged to remain attentive to guidance from local authorities as recovery operations progress. The government expresses its sincere gratitude to all citizens for their cooperation, vigilance, and adherence to emergency protocols throughout this unprecedented global crisis. Your prompt response and responsible actions have been instrumental in safeguarding lives and mitigating the impact of this extraordinary event. This announcement marks the conclusion of all active emergency action notifications related to this incident. The government remains fully committed to ensuring the continued safety, security, and well-being of the public.
not Solid Snake.